Hi everyone, I welcome you all in the second video on topic set theory. So if you remember, in the last video, I have given you basic idea on how we are going to tackle a set theory based problem based on two variables and three variables. So in this video, I'll be showing you how to solve the question based on set theory using the logical approach. So let's start with the first question. At the birthday party of Sherry, a baby boy, 40% chose to kiss him and 25 chose to shake hands with him. If 10 persons chose both kiss and shake hands with him, how many persons turned out at the party? Now to answer this question, I have to first create a diagram. So what I'll do, so I'll make a set for persons who have chose to kiss him, and then I'll make another set of people chose to shake hands with him. So these are the two sets, right? So if you see this, it says 40 persons chose to kiss him. So I'll write 40 here. 40 are the number of persons who chose to kiss him. And then there are 25 people who chose to shake hands with him. Now, it also says there are 10 persons who chose to both kiss and shake hands with him. So I'll write this 10 in the intersection region. Now it's become very easy. Once you make the diagram, it would be very easy for you to find out how many persons turned out at the party. Now to answer this question, you would say, sir, the value of complete set, this, the number of persons who decided to kiss him, these are 40. So if I remove 10 from it, I'll get to know, okay, there are 30 persons who only kissed him. Likewise, if you want to find out number of persons who have decided to shake hands with him only, these are going to be, see, the value of complete set is 25. So if I remove 10 from it, I'll get to know, okay, these are 15 people. And now it's become very easy for you to answer the question, how many persons turned out at the party? So for that, what you'll do, you'll just add these numbers and you get your answer. You would say 30 plus 10, 40 and 10, 55. So whatever option says 55, we'll mark it and move forward. So option C is the correct answer. So this is how easy it is to find out the answers using logical method. Now, if you wanted to solve this question, since it's based on two variables, so it can be handled with the help of mathematical formula as well. So mathematical formula is NA union B is NA, NB, and then you will remove the intersection region once. So number of persons who decided to kiss him are 40. Number of persons who have decided to shake hand is 25, and then there are 10 persons who have decided to do both the things. So if you again find it out, get the same answer 55. So this could be another approach, but please try to understand this approach looks good for problems where you are given with straightforward data, but the same approach becomes very complex at times when the data is not given to you in this form. So depending on how data is given to you, you need to decide whether I should use logical approach or the mathematical approach. So let's go to the next question and then things will make more sense to you. So let me show you the next question, read the set. Now my suggestion would be, you can pause this video for now. You can try answering this question on your own first. It may take 4-5 minutes. And once you are ready, you can listen to the solution. Let's see how to approach this question. So I'll make a diagram quickly. It's a question based on three variables because there are three subjects here. So let me create three circles first. So let's say these are the three circles which are denoting the three subjects: physics, maths and chemistry. So through these three circles, we are actually showing data for number of students or percentage of students who are passed in the three subjects. So if you read the data, it says 43% student passed in mathematics. So let me write 43 here. 43% students passed in mathematics. Now one thing which you need to be very careful about, never write the value of complete set inside the circle, क्योंकि अगर तुम इस 43% को सर्कल के अंदर लिखोगे तो तुमको ऐसा लग सकता है कि ये वो स्टूडेंट्स हैं who are only passed in mathematics. So it's a good habit to write these numbers outside the circle. ठीक है, क्योंकि ये पूरे सर्कल का वैल्यू है. Then what I know that 52% students are passed in physics. So I would write 52% corresponding to physics. And then we have 14 not 14, again 52% students who are passed in chemistry. See the next statement, only 8% students passed in all the three. So where would you write this 8? We'll write it in the intersection of three circles. So this, the value of this part is 8%. And then it says 14% students passed in maths and physics. So guys, you need to be very careful what 14% is representing. 14% is representing students who are passed in maths and physics both. It does not say only. It says maths and physics both. It means, let me show you the area, what area they are, representing here. This is what they are representing using 14%. So 14% are the number of students who are passed in maths and physics both. So 14 is the value of this complete region. Now what I know, out of 14, the value of the inner region, this region is 8%. So if I remove 8% from it, I'll be able to find the value of the remaining region. It's going to be 6%. Yes and no? So the value of this region would be 6%. I hope I'm making some sense. So if somebody asks you what is 6% here, you will say the 6% are the number of students who are only passed in physics and mathematics. Or I could also say the same thing as these are the percentage number of students who are passed in physics and maths but not in chemistry. Understood? So let's read the other data. 21% passed in maths and chemistry. If 21% are passed in maths and chemistry, let me show it to you what data we are, representing. This is what 21% is representing here. Students passed in maths and chemistry, both. But out of 21%, if I remove 8% from it, I'll be able to find number of students who are only passed in chemistry and maths. These are going to be 13%. So just remove 8 from 21 and you'll be able to find out students who are only passed in chemistry and mathematics. Right? And likewise, now you can find out the value of this region. The value of this region is going to be 12%. So these are the number of percent who are passed in physics and chemistry only. And then I'm given with number of students who took the exam. These are 200. So we'll use this data if required. But for now, this is the complete scenario. Now what else you can do is, if I ask you, can you find out the number of students who are passed in the respective subjects? You would say very easy. If you look for physics, so in physics, the total number of students passed are 52%. So from 52%, if you remove the value of these three regions, please listen to me carefully. 1, 2, and 3. So if you remove these three areas, you'll be left with number of students who have only passed in physics. So just find the sum. The sum is going to be 12 plus 8, 20. 20 and 6 is 26. The value of this remaining area is going to be 26%. Likewise, if you want to find out the value of this area, this particular area, we'll remove 12 plus 8, 20, and then 13 is 33. And if you remove 33 from it, you'll be able to find number of students who have passed in only chemistry. This happens to be 19%, I guess. Okay. Likewise, let's try to find out the value of this area. So let's find the sum first. 6 plus 8, 14. 14 plus 13 is 27. So if you remove 27% from this, you'll be able to find out the value of students who have only passed subject mathematics, 16%. Once you have done this, it's very easy for you to answer the questions. Let's read the first question. How many students passed in subject maths only? So if you look at the diagram, you would say, sir, these are 16%. So some of you might be thinking, so shall I mark an option which says 16%? So you might think about marking option A as your answer. But let me tell you guys, option A is not the correct answer, because in question they have asked you to find out answer for number of students. And to find out number of students, I have to use this value, because total number of students are 200. And from 200, if you can fetch out 16%, you'd be able to find number of students who are only passed in subject maths. Very easy. 16% of 200 is going to be 32. So you should mark an option which says 32. So option B is the correct answer. Let's read the second question. Find the ratio of student passing in maths only to the students passing in chemistry only. It's very easy. You will say students passed in only math are 16%. 16% of 200. So they are talking about number of students. And then to the other side, since I want to find out ratio, I'll use this ratio symbol. And to the other side, I have to find students who are passed in only chemistry. Now in only chemistry, these are 19%. 19% of what? Total number of students. What interesting you would realize here, since I want to get my answer in terms of ratio, so writing 200 will not make any change here. In fact, this would be cancelled out. Ratio means whatever is common values, they need to be removed, right? And then this percentage will be removed with percentage. It means you are going to mark an option as your answer which says 16:19. Which option says 16:19? Option C. So you would mark option C as your answer and move forward. Let's read question number 3 now. What is the ratio of number of students passing in physics only to the number of students passing in either physics or chemistry or both? Now this is a very interesting question, also a very important one. So please read it carefully. Number of students who are passing in physics only. So how will you fetch it out? You would say, sir, number of students passing in only physics is 26%. So let me write 26%. But since again I have to find out the ratio, so I'll write this 26% of 200. This will be on the left hand side. And then in the right hand side, right, I have to find out students passing in either physics or chemistry or both. It means they are asking me to find out union. Either physics or chemistry or both. We'll just focus on the two sets. Student passed in physics and student passed in chemistry. You'll focus on these two sets. So how do you find the union? You know the formula. What is the formula of union? Okay, instead of using the formula of union, you can just add the values of these separate areas. So if you add the values of these area, you'll get to know. So I have to add 26 this area, then this area is 6%, then we have 8%, we have 13%. You have to include everything which is related to physics and chemistry, 12%, and then eventually you will add 19%. So add everything, you'd be able to get the answer. And then whatever it is, will calculate this much percent of 200. So if you add everything, let's add 26 plus 6 is 32, and then this will become 40, this is 53, then this is going to be 65, and 65 plus 19 going to be 84. It means to the other side, I have to calculate 84% of total number of students. So again, since I'm dealing with ratio, so common things will be ruled out. So 200 will cancel 2, percentage sign will cancel this percentage sign, and you would mark an option which says 26 to 84. Now if you're thinking, sir, can it not be simplified further? It can, but since answer is given to me in the same form, I'll stop here. If you want to simplify it further, what you would have done, you would have cancelled these two values using 2. So 2 times 13 and 2 times 42, right? So this could be your final answer. But since they haven't given any such option, so I'll mark an option which says 26 is to 84. Option B is the correct answer. So let's read the last question. A student is declared pass in the exam only if he or she clears at least 2 subjects. The number of students who were declared passed in this examination is, see, I can find out the answer of this question very easily if I can understand what I'm required to find out. I'm required to find number of students who are passed in at least, see, only those students are considered to be passed जो कम से कम 2 subjects में pass हुए हैं. So looking at the diagram, I'll fetch out only those values of those area जो मुझे represent करती हैं कि कम से कम एक student 2 subjects में pass हुआ है. So I'll pick this value 6%, and then I'll pick 13% because this is also representing students passed in 2 subjects. 12%. Also, I'll include 8%. Need to understand, जब हम at least बोलते हैं तो बार minimum पे है. कम से कम 2 सब्जेक्ट में पास होना चाहिए. इट मीन्स अगर 2 से ज्यादा में भी पास हुआ है वो भी पास ही होगा, उसको थोड़ी ना फेल बोलेंगे. So this is the total in terms of percentage. So if you add everything, so 6 plus 13 is what? It's 19, and 12 plus 8 is 20. 19 and 20 is going to be 39%. 39% of what? Total. So if you calculate, it comes out to be 78. So whichever option says 78, mark it as your answer and move forward. So this is how easily you'd be able to handle a problem based on set theory where 3 variables are given to you. And this is what I was telling you. If you solve questions logically, it would be easier for you to answer the questions. Otherwise, if you try to use formula, things will become complex for you. So I believe this is more than sufficient in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this session. If yes, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you and have a nice day.